In the recent days, there has been a very interesting interview with the CEO of the parent company that owns Rockstar, where certain very curious moments were revealed that indirectly but obviously tell us how Rockstar would be steering the development of Grand Theft Auto 6, and what they are specifically looking for with this video game. This is Goat Gaming, and if you subscribe in 5 seconds, you'll receive fantastic news this week. Welcome guys to a new video of information about the new GTA. In today's video, we bring you good news that reaffirms that the next big open world of Rockstar is getting closer than we think. And as we mentioned the last time on this channel, accompany us throughout this video and we will tell you in great detail what has been the most relevant information that has come out in recent days. Let us welcome you, video game fans, and let's get started. GTA 6 is feeling very close, but okay, we won't raise the hype in vain, and it's not our intention to excite you without any foundation. But with every official little thing that comes to light, like for example, what we bring you today, it becomes inevitable not to be happy for this game, that we have been waiting for years, 10 years in fact, of our life. We really are looking forward to it, excited to see how it will be, to be able to play it, and the amount of content that GTA 6 can bring to YouTube as a platform. But let's not get off topic. Today in this video we will be reviewing the latest news that came out a few days ago. But as always, hit the little red subscribe button if you want to be the first to find out any important GTA 6 news by the minute. Turns out that the television network CNBC interviewed the person who leads all these prestigious video game studios, including Rockstar Games, and he gave a lot of very interesting details that we want you to see next for yourself. But before that, we don't want to miss the opportunity to mention that it was somewhat funny how in the title of this interview, Grand Theft Auto 6 is already set as the entire context of the conversation. Right now, we are going to put it on the screen and translate the most important moments of this interview, where you will realize that it clearly refers to that. And then we will summarize everything else and what we personally think about it.
You're going to be looking at more than $8 billion in revenue next year for games, and that's 45% ahead of the midpoint of the street's estimates on things. That is huge news, and it's got people speculating that you've got to have Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out.
So we've said that we're working on the next iteration of Grand Theft Auto, but Rockstar hasn't announced a release date yet. We've been working on this huge pipeline. We have 36 titles coming to market in fiscal 25 and 26, and we obviously have high expectations. And you're right, we typically don't talk about future years. We typically give guidance and we try to go right down the middle. That's what we're supposed to do. In this instance, we wanted to give the street the transparency it's been asking for. So we basically gave an outlook for this fiscal year and subsequent too. And what's interesting is we have high expectations for fiscal 25, but we also expect sequential growth in fiscal 26.
As you saw, there are several interesting points to touch on. The first is that they ask again how they arrived at the estimate where they could generate so much money, more than $8 billion for the new fiscal period 2025. And at that point, the news presenter speaks decisively about the speculation that fans have right now with Grand Theft Auto 6. To this, he responds that the active development of the next GTA is already confirmed. But Rockstar has not yet said anything regarding its official release date or announcement. Here, the question deviates a bit by answering that there are also another 36 titles that are set to be released during the fiscal period 2025 and 2026. He clearly does not focus his attention solely on GTA, but affirms that they have, of course, high expectations.
So what makes you so sure this time?
We've been working on this pipeline for a long time, and we have a pretty good ability to predict the performance of new iterations of existing franchises.
Like Grand Theft Auto?
And we have 14 franchises that have each sold over 5 million units in an individual release. Titles like Red Dead and Borderlands, BioShock, Civilization, and many others.
Part of what you've been able to do too is raise prices, even though consumers are a little more cautious about things.
Another very key point within this interview is that when he is asked how they are so sure they reach these figures, the CEO responds that it is a work plan that already has a lot of planning behind it, and that they have very good ability to predict and study the performance of these new iterations or games that are about to arrive from existing franchises. He also talked a little about the importance they are giving to artificial intelligence right now for implementation in their games. And this is undoubtedly very key because in previous years, we have seen how Rockstar is implementing new artificial intelligence technologies so that their video games are increasingly realistic. He mentions that artificial intelligence for their future video games will be super important because it is what will allow achieving good interaction when playing. But now we want to move on with one of the big news, and although it is short, it clearly shows us how Rockstar Games hopes to steer the development of this video game. For that, we are going to read you the following news. GTA 6 wants to surprise players by following a key philosophy of Rockstar with Grand Theft Auto: seek perfection. In the same interview that we showed you, there are many other important moments, but we don't show you all of them because otherwise this video would be very long. We recommend that you go and watch the complete video. The point is that very interesting conversations also arose. For example, preserving the authenticity and classic tone of the brand, because let us explain a bit of it to you to understand it better. It was made understood in this interview that they are giving much more importance to trying not to lose that essence that already exists. And here is where we see something very, very good. He said textually the following: "It is a challenge that the guys at Rockstar face every time there's a new iteration of Grand Theft Auto. On the one hand, it needs to do something you have never seen before, and it needs to reflect that feeling that we already have about Grand Theft Auto. The answer from Rockstar is simply to seek perfection, to seek nothing less than perfection, and we will achieve it." So there you have it. Great news and expectations from the CEO as they are giving the importance it deserves so that this video game is as perfect as possible, and also as that this game does not lose, of course, the essence that is Grand Theft Auto, which is very, very important. Right now we are recording the last piece of news that emerged in these last days. We didn't have it prepared to incorporate this news in this video, but the urgency and importance of it makes us include it. We bring it to you courtesy of Kiflong Games, who has been a person that's been keeping track at the exact moment it occurred. Guys and girls, a new update is coming for Grand Theft Auto Online. The update as such is the San Andreas Mercenaries update, which is basically an air DLC. We can say it focuses only on planes and things like that. We don't want to dwell too much into what the update brings because from our point of view, it comes with very uninteresting things. The point and what is most relevant to this video, and what we could also somehow relate to Grand Theft Auto 6, which is also other great news, is that it is confirmed that this DLC will be released on June 13th. But the strange thing after Rockstar usually does not always advance its DLCs, since yes, this DLC should not be announced yet. It should come out later. Basically, there are 6 months in which Rockstar would have absolutely nothing to make time. A more than prudent time in which they possibly release something from GTA 6. Finally, an announcement or something, or definitely begin to bring to light the release of this official game. This last update could undoubtedly be the last before GTA 6 is officially announced. But clearly for now, that is pure speculation and nothing is confirmed. But it is very important that you also take these little things into consideration. Well, we don't want to drag on too long, but tell us what you think down in the comments. We hope you liked this informational video, and we'll be reading you down in the comments, so comment on what you thought. Subscribe and watch the next video that will be appearing on the screen right now, which is about GTA, and we're pretty sure you'll be interested in it. From us, that's all, and thank you for watching.